I don't know what happened to the last live stream. It just died. I don't know if it got removed or what, but it doesn't exist anymore. Well, it just got shut down. So I'm just going to keep going at it. We're on a 220 grit belt here, working on these eagles. Hey, we got somebody in now. Were you in the last live stream? Or is that the miss? Howdy. I'd take that one back to the surface grinder. Go back over here. we go, got it out. What's up, Sister J? What's up, Zach? How you doing, bud? Okay. Whew. I'm gonna fall asleep with the grinder. Somebody sing me a song. I can't play music on the damn live stream, or they'll shut it down. Did not crunch that one in. Wish I could have music on here though. None of us are allowed to do it. There's no mirrors in here though, thankfully. 80 CRV2 carbon steel. Oh, I missed one. One. There we go. All right, another belt. 6 more. I was thinking I was going to get done by 5 o'clock. I might still. Who knows? Yeah, buddy, looking pretty good, huh? We still got one more grit to go, though. They'll get even shinier. Right now, they're at a 220 finish. Oh, man, I love making the small knives. Dude, adventure size or, you know, tradition juniors, stuff like that, I'll make them all day. I don't like making stuff this big. But it's good for me because every once in a while, you need a reality check of what you're complaining about. Sometimes I get a little whiny about doing knives, and when I do a big old run like this of big blades, man, they just don't seem so bad anymore. Okay. Yeah, sometimes. All right, so this knife is finished for grinding. I'm done with it because this one's gonna get bead blasted, then Cerakoted once the handles are fitted, and then I'll remove them and do that. This is Gabe's knife. Gabe is the designer of all of these awesome eagles that I have been grinding. So, what's up everybody? I'm Jacob with Very Good Knife Company. If you are new in here and have not been in here previously, you stumbled into me having a grinding session, and you're here for the very best part. This is the last stage, the last step of the entire run. The hawks are already finished ground. I finished them earlier today. I set a goal for myself. What in the hell is that? Okay. A septic pump, I guess. Jesus criminy. That thing making all kinds of noise. All right. So I'm going to run through at least 3 of these 400 grit belts. And this will be the last stage of these bevels, which is the last piece of finish grinding. Now they look pretty damn good right now. And that 220 finish, of course the sides are finished to 400. They are dirty. They need to be cleaned real good. But we got to go one more grit on the bevels. So here we go. 18 knives for their last step. 6 down. 6 down. Swap the belt out for a new one. Grab another 6 down. Didn't get done by 5, but close. Told you, if I fell short, it wouldn't be by much. I ain't gonna fall short today. They're all gonna be done. I'll walk out of here. There we go. One more belt. One more belt. 6 more blades. And we'll be finished with this entire finish grinding process. 30 blades today. 18 big blades. That's definitely the biggest session that I've had in a long time. Without a doubt. That belt had a little piece hanging off. See it? That was from the joining strip. That's common. Damn, that pump out there is loud. Here we go. Last belt. Yeah, baby! Woo! Oh, you guys don't understand why I'm so excited, but I have knocked off so much work from this run. And that was it. I just finished ground the last eagle. They're all to this point now. It's just handles from here, and that's so easy. Girl, you taught me how to hurt real bad and cry myself to sleep. Showed me how this town can shatter dreams. You like my Dwight Yoakam impression? Another lesson for a lonely fool came to Babylon. Found out that the pie don't taste so sweet. I'm so damn excited and tired. My back and my neck hurts. My shoulders, my arms. Damn, that was just so worth it. Every bit of it. I didn't think I would get it done today. I didn't. But I did. Damn. And even got Gabe's blade caught up. This one is going to get Cerakoted with the bronze Cerakote that I have. It's going to be awesome. Green handles, bronze Cerakote, black screws. It's going to be sweet. But this one only went to 220 because that's as far as it needs to go. If it's going to get bead blasted, that's where you want it. Pretty sweet. Pretty dang sweet. So, all that's left for these blades and all the hawks that I ground earlier, and I'll show you those too. There's all the hawks that we ground earlier today. Now these are all finished to 400 as well. That is the little brother to that big old Sax over there. This is also a Sax style blade, Sax Warncliffe. So let me grab all those and line them up over here. And we will take a look at them all. Again, all that's left is to degauss these, to demagnetize these. And spray them with some WD-40 so they don't rust in between now and handle process. Yeah, I'm curious. What are we proving? Do tell. Holy cow! This is a lot of blades. This is the work of a madman. This is insanity right here. Look at all these dang blades, man. No, 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 no. My tripod folded up on me. Oh my gosh. I ain't even got room for all these on the table here. That's how it was with the Huntsman blades. They took up the entire bench. All right, we got 4 or 5 more blades over here to go grab. I'll not keep you guys in the dark for too long. All right. Straight clip point model. I don't have a straight clip. Most of them are curved clips, like this one. But I like me a good clip point. We're just doing some spraying, making sure that these guys aren't going to rust on me, because I'm going to take off here in just a few minutes. Ooh, my goodness. Well, guys, that's a wrap on the entire finish grinding venture for this Hawk Eagle run, and it is epic. Check it out. All those we finished ground today on live stream. Pretty sweet, right? So next week, definitely not tomorrow. I think I'm going to take a break from live stream tomorrow, because I've got so much other stuff that I have to do. Monday, I won't be in. I'll be out of the shop. But next week, all I have to do is the handles and kydex. Thanks, Zach. Man, I'm whooped. That whooped me. Absolutely whooped me. I know I'm usually tired at the end of the day anyway, but that whooped me. I just didn't want to spend any more time on it. I was done. I was ready to be done. I wanted them done today, and tomorrow I'm going to start attaching handles. I don't think that I'll get a whole lot assembled, because I have some, I have to set up my Cerakote spray booth, because I've got Gabe's and another knife that I want to Cerakote. And no, dude, I haven't been having fun, to be totally honest. These big blades, you know, 1 or 2 every now and then is okay, like the first strikes and walkabouts. Hell, even, you know, like a Huntsman or you know, like one of these Eagles every now and then, it's not that bad. But when you've got an absolute mountain of them, it's not fun. Because the whole time you're grinding, you're thinking, oh, cool, this one's almost finished. Now, I only got 15 more of these. And they're a really easy grind, to be honest. They're straight. There's no curvature, so I mean it's just line it up and set it on in there. But you know, they wear your hands out, and it's just a mess trying to do all this. But we're going to make it happen. We're going to make all 30 of these happen. For sure, we're dropping 30 knives on Friday. I got a lot of handle work to do now, so man, I appreciate every one of you dropping in and saying hey, stopping and watching for a while. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed what you watched, definitely hit that notification bell to let you know when I'm going live again. Hit that thumbs up for me, guys. This has been an awesome one. There's been 3 live streams today. So, dude, I am absolutely going home, and I'm going to have me a pour and lay down and go to sleep. Thanks for stopping in, Zach, and I appreciate you. I appreciate all your support, brother. All right, guys. Yes, a man who actually works in YouTube Lives. This is 100% work in a YouTube Live. You got it, man. I know I don't talk much, but my job is to make the knives. Having a camera set up for you guys to watch is just secondary. It's just a bonus, and I enjoy at least having you guys here. So, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Take care. Have a good one.